For years, Tanzania has remained in the shadow of African mining giants like South Africa, Ghana, and Sudan. While these countries dominated headlines, Tanzania's mining sector operated with little fanfare, reliable but rarely revolutionary. That all changed with a single announcement. The Nyanzaga gold mine, a $523 million project, is now making waves across the continent and beyond. It's not just the price tag that's turning heads, it's the message behind it. This isn't just a mine, it's a turning point for Tanzania, a reshaping of how Africa manages and benefits from its vast natural resources. What makes this deal remarkable is how it's being executed. Perseus Mining, an Australian firm with experience across West Africa, is self-funding the entire development. No syndicated loans, no joint financing. In a sector typically reliant on external capital, this move signals unshakable confidence in Tanzania's political stability and untapped geological potential. This project marks Tanzania's first major gold mine development in nearly 2 decades. Until now, the nation's mining story has largely centered on maintaining production at existing sites. Nyanzaga breaks that mold. It doesn't just add to Tanzania's gold output, it repositions the country on the global gold production map. The numbers speak volumes. From 2028 to 2035, the mine is projected to produce around 200,000 ounces of gold annually, peaking at 246,000 ounces in its best year. Over its 11-year lifespan, Nyanzaga could generate an estimated 2 million ounces of gold. With projected internal rates of return between 19% and 34% depending on market conditions, the project's net present value could climb to $617 million. These figures place Nyanzaga among Africa's most attractive new gold ventures. But perhaps what's even more consequential is the ownership structure. The Tanzanian government holds a 20% equity stake. This means it's not merely collecting taxes and royalties, it's a direct participant in the profits. That's a game changer. It reflects a growing movement across Africa, a demand for fairer deals, for sovereign control, and for natural wealth to be used in building national futures, not just foreign balance sheets, and it doesn't stop there. The physical transformation is already visible. Roads are being paved, worker housing is rising, and a dedicated 53-kilometer power line is being constructed to electrify the entire mining operation. Infrastructure of this scale isn't just for the mine. It boosts surrounding communities, enhances the national power grid, and improves transport logistics. This is mining with a broader vision. The project also includes a robust community development agenda. New schools, healthcare clinics, clean water systems, and resettlement programs are part of the plan, designed not as temporary solutions but lasting social infrastructure. The goal is clear: to ensure the local population benefits alongside investors and shareholders. This shift in development philosophy is part of a larger, continent-wide conversation. Tanzania, through Nyanzaga, is positioning itself among a new generation of African countries seeking more than just extraction. It wants transformation. Other African nations like Burkina Faso under President Ibrahim Traoré are taking even more aggressive stances. Traoré has called for the nationalization of key mining operations and pushed for raw materials to be processed domestically. His message is direct. Africa must stop exporting raw wealth and importing poverty. His policies have resonated across the continent and stirred a new consciousness around economic sovereignty. Tanzania's approach is more balanced, less militant, but equally assertive. By insisting on local ownership and ensuring long-term domestic benefits, Nyanzaga aligns with this broader African awakening. The continent is learning that its natural resources are a source of power, not dependence. Geographically, the Nyanzaga mine sits within the Lake Victoria goldfields, a historically rich but underdeveloped region. Its development could catalyze exploration in adjacent zones across East Africa, including Uganda and Kenya. With modern technology and advanced survey techniques, Nyanzaga may become a model for future large-scale, environmentally responsible mining across the continent. And speaking of responsibility, environmental and social safeguards are baked into the project's design. From water recycling systems to tailings management and dust control, this mine is engineered to meet modern sustainability standards. This isn't just good ethics, it's smart economics. Investors are increasingly wary of ESG risks. By addressing these from the outset, Tanzania is sending a clear message: We are open for business, but on our terms. The ripple effects are already visible. Thousands of Tanzanians will be employed during the mine's construction and operational phases, ranging from unskilled workers to engineers, technicians, and IT professionals. But it's not just about jobs, it's about building capacity. Perseus has committed to skills training and knowledge transfer so that Tanzanians can rise into supervisory and managerial roles, making the workforce self-sufficient and competitive for future ventures. This also marks the rise of secondary industries. From fuel suppliers and logistics providers to local catering and maintenance businesses, the Nyanzaga mine will stimulate a vast ecosystem of small and medium enterprises. This creates a multiplier effect where local businesses grow alongside major infrastructure. Farmers supplying food to mine workers, transporters delivering materials, contractors maintaining roads all stand to benefit. The economic uplift is local, direct, and long-lasting. With the government earning both tax revenues and profit dividends, the potential fiscal windfall is massive. These funds could drive national priorities like healthcare, education, road construction, and digital infrastructure. This is how resource development should work. Critically, this model also prevents the enclave economy trap, where mining zones exist in isolation, offering little benefit to their surroundings. Instead, Nyanzaga is embedded in local development, community empowerment, and national planning. It also marks a strategic evolution in African resource policy. Burkina Faso's Traoré represents the assertive end of the spectrum. Hard sovereignty, resource nationalization, and uncompromising rejection of exploitative deals. Tanzania's model is more collaborative, but no less transformative. It demands domestic equity, value addition, and enduring social impact. It's a hybrid model, foreign capital and expertise aligned with local control and long-term development. Both approaches challenge the old playbook where multinationals extracted vast wealth while African countries watched from the sidelines. Both signal that the age of one-sided contracts is over. What's emerging now is Africa's new resource playbook. And it is bold. Governments are demanding more ownership, value addition, skills development, and environmental responsibility. Citizens are backing them, inspired by leaders who place national interest above short-term investor convenience. In this new landscape, Tanzania is walking a middle path. Its approach is practical, strategic, and deeply rooted in the belief that natural wealth should uplift the people, not just fill foreign coffers. This belief will be tested in the years ahead. Good governance, transparency, and responsible revenue management will be crucial. Without them, even the best projects can fall victim to corruption and inequality. The success of Nyanzaga will depend not only on the volume of gold extracted, but on how the benefits are distributed and managed. As global demand for gold surges amid economic uncertainty, Tanzania is entering the market from a position of strength. But with that opportunity comes pressure. Will Tanzania stick to its vision and ensure this gold rush doesn't become another missed opportunity? That's the challenge and the promise. Ultimately, the Nyanzaga gold mine isn't just about mining. It's about reshaping the future. It's about a new kind of African deal, where investors and governments share risks and rewards, where communities are central, and where natural wealth builds real prosperity. It's a symbol of Tanzania's economic ambitions, and a signal to the rest of Africa. There is another way. As the first gold pours in 2027, the eyes of the continent will be watching. Will this be the spark that ignites a new era of African resource control, economic empowerment, and self-determined development? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear: Tanzania has entered the chat. And it's not whispering, it's roaring.